All right, so just a reminder, because I've already heard questions about it. Your folders, you should have two folders inside your one folder. One saying CSS, one saying IMG. And then you should have your file in there, which mine is not in there. Let me go find mine. Let me close it and open it back up.
If you do audio stuff, if you put that in the separate audio file.
Yeah, you would have an audio file for that.
Audio file involved audio.
Yeah. This is being very slow today, so give me a second, guys. Did you say you were slow? Blessed, do you need this coffee more than me? It smells delicious. No, you can't leave. Like, I don't know what you were thinking. Well, at some point, it'll let me log in again. You know what? Hold on. Home. So I saved that file to OneDrive and it's not there. That is awesome. Let's just not do this today. Folders, computer graphs. Nope, wrong folder. I got excited because it was blue. Where? Nope, but I bet it's in that group right there. There it is. I'm gonna move this here. There we go. That's what I need. That's what I needed to do. Okay. I'm gonna close this out. We're gonna open and download it. You know what? Just for our sanity, let me just redo it here. So you're gonna have a folder, my personal website here. I know, it's so, you would think we could have nice things. Image, and then new. Notepad++, file, save as, desktop, my personal website, index, hypertext markup language file. Okay, so now when I go over here, under home, sorry, desktop, you will see everything I need is right here. Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. What? Yeah, no, mine's gonna get wiped too. Don't feel bad. I'll move everything to OneDrive when I'm done, if I remember. I will forget. Okay, so what is the first thing we need to put in here? Some of y'all were saying one thing, some of you were saying something else. So I just need to type in doctype HTML. Exclamation point, capital doctype, lowercase HTML.
Exactly.
Doctype has to be capital, so. Does it? Okay. Nah. Oh, no, okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I thought it does. Nah. Now what do we need to put in there? What's the HTML? I don't know the correct. No, you're fine. I mean, I call it alligator mouth. You really can't even get less technical than I am.
Okay. And then you gotta add the one at the end, the greater than symbol.
What?
I still, I don't, the alligator symbol, but it's going to the left, yeah, that one,
Okay,
gotta do that.
does everybody agree?
I didn't language.
Yeah, I will go ahead and do language, just so we know what kind of language we're in. What language are we in? I'm gonna help you guys out. Here we are.
Oh,
You're welcome. Aren't you so glad I'm here? You guess so? Oh, do I need to make it bigger? Oh, do I need to share my screen? Not take over. Do I need to share? I don't like taking over. But I can share. But I think y'all have to accept me. Accept me. Choose me.
Yeah, just lift up your screen real quick when you can.
Love me. Choose me. Y'all are not choosing me.
I already see that. Hold on. Oh, it's because you don't have it saved to a location yet, I thought.
Oh, look, y'all are all starting to like me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 of you though, out of like what, 24? Right now, I only see Sam, Keith, Adeline, Harrison, Dipper, JD, Madison, Isaiah, Morgan, Carly, and Kiera Atkinson. Yes, the owl thing. I should just send everybody a message and just be like, choose me. Love me. Not yet. I need y'all to choose me before I can share.
I'm trying. I sent you a check.
Nathan, Michael, Jameson. Smith, you don't love me. Schmeichel don't love me anymore. That's me. No, once everybody likes me, I can, like, once everybody falls in love with me, I can share my screen to everybody at one time. If not, I'll have to keep going back and forth. What's your last name again? Yeah, you're on there. Schmidt's on there. Cade's on there. Schmeik. All right, is anybody else having trouble getting on, or do I just need to move forward? Schmeik, you're on there. Stop. Because I haven't shared it with you, my friend. Honey, here. JD, can I share my coffee with this boy?
I'm fine.
He needs it more than I do, apparently.
Hey, I sent her a message about that. I just need sleep.
What?
I sent you a message about that.
You sent me a message? Hola. I will go. Till death do we art.
All right, Stacey.
I'll bring coffee one day. Well, somebody else said Ola. I didn't realize you guys were all like chatters. That's awesome. Yeah, it works. That is fantastic. Is everybody in that wants to be in? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share then. There's only like 15 of you, but whatever. Share my screen. And is it sharing that? Yeah, it's sharing that. screen.
We're gonna die.
Give it a minute.
We're all gonna get seizures.
Did it stop?
Hello?
Did it stop? I did. I don't need people having seizures. I deal with that daily. Thank you. Right? Let me try it again. Did it do it that time? What? It's smaller. What do you mean it's smaller? I'm not understanding.
I think what she's trying to say is that the actual type on the screen itself is genuinely for us adults. I mean, it's so small that I am really blind and I can no longer see it. There we go. I think that's what, is that what you were talking about? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good on you, friend, too.
I'm just blind.
All right. 30 minutes later, can we move forward? Okay. Mike, coffee, my friend. Okay. All right. So I'm going to teach you. Ow, I just smushed my finger. I'm going to teach you some new things. So go ahead and put your headpiece in. Let's go ahead and do our title. Well, let's do this. Title, we're gonna name it Home for now. You guys can change it later if you want to. And then let's close that out. So far, everything we're doing is things that we have all done previously, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have to, advance in them at all, or is it just like?
To me, it's easier to read.
Yeah.
So for the body part, I'm just gonna put about me in here just so I can kind of see something to test it. I'm gonna close the body. And then we're gonna close off the whole thing. So you should have something like this. Is everybody with me? Based on the feedback, half of you hated it.
Well.
Very much like you really got to obtain it.
No, I will.
Oh, is it? I think it's cool. It's just really difficult.
It's like putting together legends. You don't know how to focus on the work.
Yes. What? Hey, hey. People are asking questions. What?
I get it plus or minus from the time again.
You don't. It does it for you.
It's just where it collapses down.
It collapses it. So if you're doing everything correctly, it'll put it on there for you. Did you save it as an HTML? Nope, you have something coded wrong. Yeah, Morgan, you've got something missing in your coding. Yes, yes. You've missed something in your second line, cause right now everything is coded as purple and it shouldn't be. You see it, Morgan?
You see the RV 2.7, so,
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you forget? I teach the class and I still forget. You're welcome. Okay. You can. Alright, so right here where we are. You're gonna save it. You're gonna go to your files. Find your files. And you're gonna test it. So when you test it, you should see this. You should have home at the top and about me right here. Is everybody with me? Perfect. Then you've coded something wrong. Okay. My personal assistant over there.
We'll figure it out. I don't know what it is, we're gonna figure it out. Oh, no, yours is saved as a text, so the only file saved out. Huh. No, that's the position doesn't matter. I don't know what's going on with it. Nothing seems to go wrong. Am I wrong? It's every time. Nothing's wrong on yours.
I bet it is.
Oh, you're right. That's one that's on the time. You got really not better.
It's spelled wrong, isn't it?
No, everything on JD's is spelled correctly. It's all formatted the same way it is formatted. I don't know whether it's. So those, there you go. Then it brought home up into the actual bar. I don't know why yours is sitting there.
So JD's is working now?
No, this is not. I'm gonna try.
Show me your show the website on your page.
And it says index, which, not. It says home at the top, right? So it's index.
Wait. You have two different things open, my friend. You have your M drive and then you have a OneDrive. Open the one that you're working in. Your index one is in the one that you're working in is in your OneDrive. Sometimes facing is something. That's not even a ukulele. That's a kid's toy. What? I was gonna sing to you, but if it's scaring you, that's that's problematic too. Maybe. Yes. Okay, did you move it? That's fine. So close it out and open it again where you moved it to. It'll still save everything like it was supposed to. Anybody else? I always do just in case. So just like say yes and then go open up where you were working in. Cause I'm always scared I'm gonna lose something, so I do it. And then once I do open the new one, that's everything's good, I'll delete the old one. Anybody else? So we're good? Okay. All right, so let's go in here. Let's go in here and put in a couple of things. So under this, we're going to type in a couple of things about ourselves. So I'm just going to say I am from Liberty, South Carolina. I wish I was your typical country girl, but in reality, I am a city girl. I like to play cards. I like karaoke. And I like playing jokes on my neighbors with our Christmas tree. If I can find a picture of her, I'll put her up here. With our Christmas Judy doll. I have 4 kids, all boys, 2 dogs, and a gecko. I think that's about it for me. Oh, I guess I should add my husband. And a husband. He is thebomb.com. There. That'll make him feel better when he reads it later. Okay? So then I might put in, ooh, fun facts. So right here, I'm going to put fun facts. And we're going to do it in a different little thing. I might change it later. We'll see. Fun facts. I'm going to do paragraph format. I used to be a mascot at the Greenville Braves. before they were the Greenville Drive. And you close that little paragraph. And then I'm gonna put I sang at Carnegie Hall. I can't spell it today. Carnegie, oh my gosh.
Did you have to-
Yeah, I did. Carnegie. But apparently I can't spell it today. How do you spell Carnegie Hall, people? CRNE. That don't look right, but that's how you spell it. Carnegie Hall in 2001.
Where were you in 2000?
New York.
Oh, you don't say.
Hmm.
Oh,
And then no. I
yeah, that sounds like it was.
have had some of the coolest jobs ever. I bet most of you couldn't guess all my jobs. That's one. Actually, I guess you would count that. What?
I would say that could give me for your website to find.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those are give me's. All right, so now I'm gonna test them. I'm gonna refresh my page. Now look, I mean, it's fine. It's boring, right? But it's working. Everybody with me so far? Do I need to give y'all a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a minute. How do you think I feel? Are we good? Y'all are quiet. You're actually thinking? Alright. So everybody save that. Go over here, create a new. Everybody with me? You're gonna call this one. Save it in your CSS file. You're gonna call it style sheet. Yes. This is not gonna be either one of those. What? You're gonna go in here, you're gonna find Cascade Style Sheet file, and do that one instead. You with me? It will. I mean, it should look like this. CS or style sheet.css. Okay, now this sheet's gonna look a lot different than your other ones. Why? Oh my gosh. Because of so many things. Let me tell you why. So your style sheet is literally the thing that can change what your whole page looks like. So anything you put on your page, so your header one, this is where you can change all your header ones. Not just one line in one spot. This will change all of them on all your websites if you wanted to. Okay, so first off, what we can do, we can start with Let me see how I'm gonna set it up. Yeah. So first and foremost, we're gonna call this one, we're gonna say at Charset. And this is just one of those little setting pieces that'll kind of let it read together. We're gonna call it Charset. And then quotations UTF-8. Quotations. And then this little semicolon. File new. And then for myself, because especially once you start working in multiple sheets, I usually make a note to myself so I don't get confused when I'm working on things. I'll make a little note up here and I'll say, like, for me, this is my CSS document. And this, putting notes in there like that, it's not readable to anybody but me. This is your styling of your main page, or whatever page you want it to style.
You can change the style for like a specific page, or you can change like the preset for all the pages, and you can make like elements for.
Yeah, so if let's say that you're making a whole website, right? So your personal website that we're doing right now, you're gonna have 2 pages. And you want them to be uniform. So everything's kind of the same. When you do a style sheet like this, you can set up your header 1, header 2, header 3. You can set up the background colors. And when you connect this CSS sheet to both pages, it will automatically uniform them both to match this style.
So like you can do the background in here instead of typing background.
Yes. Yeah, which is actually what we're gonna do.
Okay. And then, I know this is a little ahead, but like I said, with the audio element, the little controls, I found out how to put it in the bottom. Can you like make that carry over so it doesn't like restart the music when you see the pages?
It will restart no matter what, because you are switching, you're going to a new page.
You
No, unless it's somehow they have it set up to where you're opening a page inside of a page. And it would still allow that original page to keep the audio going.
That would be a fun way to do it.
That's one thing you could do. Yeah.
Slightly smaller page.
That's an option. You could do something like that. The coding would be atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
But you could do it. Yeah. Okay. So let's just start with the background. So with the background, we're gonna go into, you're gonna do the body, because the body of the message is gonna be first. So when you need to work on something like within the body, most of this stuff would be in that section. So like the background, that falls under the body of your website. So anything you're gonna change, you're gonna put it in these little, it's not parentheses, I can't remember what you call this little doohickey. Is it a bracket? No, because the bracket's the one with the long, yeah, this is the opposite of that. The anti-bracket, the fancy. No, there's a technical term. So we're gonna type in background dash color, and then we can pick out what? Braces? Curly bracket or braces? I don't know what color this is gonna end up being. I've used it before, but we're gonna find out. So you're gonna put this in. Now, the semicolon at the end, I'm gonna tell you just to save yourself a headache. You don't have to do this, but I always do, because anytime I decide to add something on later, that semicolon is basically saying, I'm done with this piece. The semicolon ends that conversation, so you can say, next thing I'm going to work on is this. I always add it. Right now it doesn't matter. Right now it's saying I'm done, period. because I finished. But if I was to go back later and add and forget to add the semicolon, it's gonna mess it all up. So just out of habit, I have learned, and hopefully this will help you guys in the future, to just always add the semicolon no matter what. So now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna finish that little fancy bracket doohickey. And we're done. Okay? So just for now, I'm gonna save this style sheet. We've only changed the background color. That's it. All right, well, cool. But if I go over to my website, did it change anything?
No.
Why?
No,
They're not connected, correct. Well, okay, so I go over here, I have my style sheet in there. Why is it not connected?
because there's no code.
There's no code that is connecting the two, correct? So where do you think the coding for the CSS will go? Hint, I've already told you this before. Huh? Not under doc type,
Body?
under head, somebody did say it. So how I would do this myself, and there's a couple of ways you can do this, it's just up to you, but for me, so I would know where it's at all times. I would put it under head. And then to make sure it's reading it, you're gonna say meta charset equals UTF-8 so that it'll read it. Whoops, wrong little doohickey. It's a type of language, yeah. And then under this, now I'm gonna say you need to link to this reference sheet. What did we call it? Style sheet, yep. So that is the universal code in the webbing world. That is what it's going to be. And we're gonna classify it as a type. And that's gonna be text / CSS. There are other types, but that's just the most common one you'll see. And then the link reference, the hyperlink reference is what? You already know this part.
For me, it'd be like, my drive /
You're thinking too hard on this one. Think about how we do our images. CSS. And then what? Style sheet, what? .css. Because you're already in the folder. This file is already in that folder, so all you have to do is link within the folder. See what I'm saying? So because you're already here, it just needs to say, hey, from here, you need to go into this folder and read this file. Does that make sense? That's all you're doing.
With the CSS sheet, is it,
Yes.
you have to like type stuff differently, like, if you're doing like a background thing, then HTML.
I'll show you how to do that, yeah.
You type what we code it differently.
You would a little bit, and it would be in your style sheet if you wanted it to be on all your pages.
Yeah.
All right, so now we gotta close this out and we're gonna Control S to save everything, or you can hit save at the top. Now let's go back and test our page. Yeah. Now do you see why a lot of us like to have two screens? Because on one side, this is what my two computers would have up. I had one on one side and one on the other, and I would go back and forth to make sure it's working all the time. Guys, all we did was change the background color, and it's already starting to look somewhat better, right?
I don't know, I mean by that.
Yeah, so you'd have to change your font color. You gotta be able to read it. Yes. Are y'all excited so far? Yeah, some of y'all sound so thrilled.
It's cool. I still don't know.
Okay, so double check either your CSS or did you finish the link? Like if you go over here, did you put the thing on the end right here? Did you put that? Yeah, that might be it too. That could be it too. So make sure if it didn't work that you closed out the brackets. Cause that might be part of why it's not working too. All right, what do you think's wrong? Can somebody look over and see what she might be missing? Nobody?
Website,
Oh, yeah, you need to babysit the ones over here in the corner.
It's not babysitting, I'm fucking. Alright.
That sheet, they're gonna be using like colon instead of like sign, that.
In a sense, yeah, semicolons. Mhm.
A lot more like.
Ty, let me know if I need to move something. Mhm. Yes. You wanna go back to the style sheet?
Oh, yeah, you said it.
That's why you didn't want to do
Style
that, because you didn't want that father doing that.
Style, you know,
Like there was no.
And you can have more than one. You can have multiple
Is that
style
also the
sheets.
problem?
Would you?
I don't know. I don't know what I can say.
Multiple style sheets for like.
You could have multiple backgrounds and label them within your style sheet or with, yeah, within your style sheet as different background numbers.
That's why.
Unless there's an exception to the rule, and then that would be in your hyper.
If you put it on the desktop, it's gonna disappear. I would keep everything in one folder the way you see it. But if you wanna transfer it between different systems, then upload it right at the end of class to a drive, either OneDrive or a flash drive, or fucking carry it.
Ty, are you finding it? Oh, yeah, it won't work when you do that.
It does disappear, yes. Every time you sign out, it wipes the hard drive.
It-
I'm sorry, it wipes everything.
It wipes the desktop.
I don't know what's up with my computer. It doesn't. So even like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure why why it does what it does sometimes, honestly. I think I spelled gecko wrong. It's fine.
Huh.
That one? And let me know if I need to slide it over or anything.
Oh, I know why. You just close up the wrap, you don't- You always have to. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well,
Is he missing anything?
What's up?
Is he in the wrong one again?
No, he's on the. It's just that there's little tiny things like not closing out the actual recording CSS file. And then like this meta wasn't. It's still not giving me color, it's still not.
Is the style sheet done correctly and linked properly?
I took a picture of mine's not like that.
Hold on.
Does it need to have those, enters the way that yours is?
He spelled style sheet wrong. And look, his style sheet's not spelled properly up there,
Oh, yeah, it's.
so it's not gonna link.
You have to do style hyphen.
They have to be spelled exactly the same.
That was the same issue you were having over here. Double check that, make sure everything's spelled correct.
Ty, what is your issue, Boo Bear?
It's just like some minor, small coding issue that she forgot certain things.
See, that's the shit that I would always miss because I would look down.
Like, you know, the title of the tab is supposed to say that, her home is in the bottom of it.
You need the hyphen then.
Oh, well, I see part of hers is her type and href is up there with her meta char set.
Style sheet. Needs to be style hyphen sheet. It's up there, let me call out what it is. You know, you need a. There you go. It's not fine. Alright, so. Reload. Holy shit, we got it, and you chose the same color as me, let's go.
I'm so proud of you.
There you go.
I love it.
Alright, let's unfuck yours.
I love the positivity coming from this corner.
This is exactly like radio production, except you are trying to help us learn, instead of just fucking figure it out. Okay, the whole website is fine. I love the abstract.
Alright, Ty, y'all are on the right track.
Oh.
There you go.
No, it's
That's it.
style. That's why.
That's where it was.
Okay.
You have it set as capitals.
And then,
You have to type all that. Anytime you change the words, just type all that.
Oh, you need to undo your, insert button, Cade. Undo your, hit your insert button. Cause every time you type, it overrides something you were doing.
Oh, that's what
It's the insert button. The scroll thing on the side? Yeah, it's automatic. Did that fix the issue? Anybody else?
Oh my god. Hold on, this is.
What? Oh yeah, he's a little extra.
This is my chicken.
Cade, is yours working now?
I just put the code straight out.
You go.
Oh, Cade, yours, you're missing the quotation marks behind your CSS on your, a hyperlink reference.
Holy shit, he did it. He's a photo.
Do you see, Cade, do you see what I'm saying? On your link ref, all the way at the end, you notice how everything turned purple? It's because you're missing your quotations at the end of your /style sheet.css. You don't need that / at the end. Stacy, you're so amazing. How do you know all this stuff? I don't know. It just comes naturally, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know who I was a couple of days ago.
Professional student here.
Professionals! We are on it. All right, is everybody else good? Sam, are you having trouble?
Can you not, Michael?
Your title's not there anymore? I'll look at it in a second and see. No, go back and do what you just did, Sam. Put that, yeah, and go back to your other form. All right, and then pull up your, save that, and then pull up your website. So the one that's, you have a lot of websites, you gotta get rid of some of those, but the index one should be the one that you're working on. And your style sheets should be in your CSS folder, that's why it's not working.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you can see.
There you go, bud. Do what?
Would you put file names in CSS?
What are you saying?
So like that.
Oh, yes, no. Like if you were doing image, it would just be image / and the image name, not quotation. Yeah. All right, y'all, this kicked your butts today, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop y'all here. We're gonna say where we are. and y'all can play with it, y'all can do what you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop y'all because I feel like some of y'all got your butts kicked.
Thank you.